Tonight, the university honors those who have served. The City of DeKalb lends a helping hand to a football tradition, and a national campaign against sexual assault returns to campus. We'll explain. NTC News Tonight starts right now.
You're watching NTC News, DeKalb County's only television news source, on the campus of Northern Illinois University and from the Northern Television Center. This is NTC News Tonight.
NIU remembers the cost of freedom by honoring those who have served. Good evening, I'm Darius Parker. Thanks for joining us.
And I'm Chris Larsen. Once again this year, the tradition was carried out at the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month here on the NIU campus.
Today's ceremony at the flagpole near Altgeld Hall involved vets like Matthew Galloway, president of the NIU Veteran Association. Galloway enlisted in the Navy after high school, serving from 2010 to 2014.
I think it's important to remember our veterans, not only those who have passed, but also those who are still serving. It's a great honor to know them and to appreciate what they're all doing for us.
In addition to the flagpole ceremony, the NIU Veterans Association is hosting events throughout the week, and the Tails Humane Society is thanking veterans the way they know how.
They do say a dog is your best friend. NTC's Raven Bryant shows us how a furry friend can make a positive impact on a soldier's life.
So they don't care about all the things that you went through. They just, at the end, they just want you to love them and be positive and make sure that you're always thinking positive.
In honor of Veterans Day, Tails Humane Society decided to do something special. This year, the local shelter decided to waive all adoption fees for veterans. According to the National Center for Post-Traumatic Stress Disorder, owning an animal can help people feel better by uplifting their mood and can help ease stress.
If you're a person who loves animals, definitely consider adopting because they will definitely help you. It just makes life a lot funner and fills you, fills that emptiness that you have from coming home.
Animals can help bring out feelings of love. They make good companions, and they are also a good reason to get out of the house and meet new people.
I've deployed and I've had a pet. Her name is Layla. She's a dog, and I've had her for about 9 years. I would say definitely she helped me to readjust back home. When she'd see me start to get a little bit anxious or stressed out, she would definitely pick up on it and make me relax.
This was one of the major ways the community found to give back to those who have protected us. While finding a home for an animal in need, the shelter waived a total of 27 veterans' fees this weekend.
That was NTC's Raven Bryant. The City of DeKalb is coming to the rescue to help fund the IHSA football championship. The city is giving $25,000 to the DeKalb County Community Foundation to fund the competition for the state title. DeKalb hosts the championship on odd-numbered years at Husky Stadium. The game is seen as an economic boost and has brought about 30,000 people in past years.
Last time we estimated that the event brought in about $800,000. It could be anywhere from that to $1 million in one weekend alone.
So if you're not going home this Thanksgiving break, the host committee is still looking for 75 volunteers to work the event.
Downtown DeKalb may see more traffic thanks to a new service. Comcast will be installing more than 40 Wi-Fi hotspots across the downtown area. Xfinity customers can get a free internet access through a downloadable app. Non-Xfinity users will also get in on the technology, but only have up to 2 hours of use each month.
Gang graffiti was spray painted on DeKalb homes last week. Crime Stoppers are looking for information relating to the vandalism. Homes located on the 600 to 800 block of 2nd and 3rd Street in DeKalb were affected.
Sycamore police say DNA evidence has led them to arrest a Rockford man. They say Andrew Sanders committed 3 smash-and-grab gas station burglaries back in July in Sycamore. The target was large quantities of cigarettes. He is being held on $100,000 bond.
In Maple Park, Kalen teachers are giving their union leaders authorization to strike. Talks with the Kalen School Board appear to be breaking down. The union has given a 10-day notice for a potential strike. The most recent proposal from the board adds about $3 million in increased teacher salary over the next 3 years. The two sides have been talking since March, but they've been unable to agree on a new contract.
Teachers aren't the only ones having money concerns. If you're a student organization looking to book a room in the campus rec centers, you may want to think twice if you have non-NIU student membership.
The state budget impasse may be putting NIU in a pinch to save money. This isn't your average night class. NIU student groups are using classrooms and off-site spaces to rehearse to avoid an $8 entry fee into the campus rec for non-NIU students.
It was kind of a bummer when they told us that, we couldn't have all of our members come in because everyone wasn't from NIU. And I understand why they do that, but at the same time, if we didn't cause the issue the first time, I don't see why it should have been an issue a second.
As the backup, students are able to use DuSable Hall and the University Plaza, to name a few, to hold practices for upcoming events. Students say last semester organizations were able to submit a list of non-NIU students to the campus rec, and those students are granted entry free of charge. Officials over at the Campus Recreation Center say this isn't a new policy, that the policy has been a long-standing practice for outside students. They also say this process allows them to stay consistent among all student groups and prohibit groups from taking advantage of the facility.
So I didn't think that $8 fee applied to us, and she didn't clarify that either. So maybe there might have been some miscommunication on her part and my part.
At the end of the day, it's all about us getting together and practicing. I'm glad we found somewhere else. It was nice practicing in the rec. It's nice that they offer us that since we pay for it in our tuition. But as long as we found a place, I'm happy.
Members of these organizations remain hopeful for a possible agreement with the Campus Recreation Center and are grateful to even have other practice spaces to rehearse. For NTC News in DeKalb, I'm Darius Parker. They definitely won't be practicing outside anytime soon.
Christina Lind is here now to tell us about our recent chillier temps.
So yeah, we may think it is a little bit chilly out there. However, we have been above average so far this fall, which is pretty cool if you ask me. Let's go ahead and take a look at the weather for tomorrow. Showers will be lingering throughout our area until the afternoon hours. And unfortunately, wind will be staying with us for the next couple of days. But to hear more about tonight's stormy conditions, stay with us. You're watching NTC News Tonight. Welcome back, everybody. It is starting to look a little bit gloomy out there. That means those showers and possible thunderstorms will be rolling in our area around 6 o'clock tonight. We did reach a high today of around 58 degrees, which is still 10 degrees above normal for this time of year. So let's go ahead and take a look at our local cam outside right now. This was a picture from earlier where the sun was still shining a little bit and those clouds are starting to roll in more and more. The winds right now still 17 miles per hour, but as those showers and thunderstorms come into our area, those gusts could be reaching up to 45 miles per hour. Very dangerous. So let's go ahead and take a look what we're experiencing. This low will be approaching our general area, and you can see right here severe thunderstorms possible. This area around here, around the western Illinois region, is in an enhanced risk for some severe weather, and we can't rule out the possibility for some tornadoes in that area. So with the severe possibility for the severe weather, we will be experiencing high winds up to 45 miles per hour blowing around tree branches with a mixture of rain. Could definitely impair your driving if you're going anywhere tonight. And for Thursday, those showers will be coming in and out of our area by the mid-afternoon hours. And for Friday, we will be seeing a little bit of a disturbance to the north of us, but we will remain dry. For Wednesday night, showers, once again, possible thunderstorms, a low of around 43 degrees. But like I said earlier, those gusts will be up to 45 miles per hour, so stay inside if you can. For Thursday, cloudy showers early. Those should be moving out of our area before the noon hour with a high of around 48 degrees. But once again, we will still be seeing those windy conditions. So definitely be careful if you are walking outside. Don't want to get anything blowing in your face. So for Thursday night, once again, mostly cloudy, breezy, low of around 35 degrees, but not as gusty out there. So let's go ahead and take a look at that 5-day forecast. We will be seeing a drop in temperatures Thursday into Friday due to the weather conditions, the rain. And Saturday into Sunday, we will be experiencing an increase in temperatures with sunny conditions. And the next chance we will be seeing rain is on Monday. That's it for weather. Now let's send it back to the desk.
Sexual assault. The NIU Student Association is taking on the issue by bringing a national campaign to campus for the second time. It's called It's On Us. An entire week of action is planned next week. And before we tell you about it, let's look at a portion of a public service announcement that students and faculty members helped put together with a very pointed message.
It's on us to protect and support survivors.
Huskies ask for consent.
Huskies know that no means no.
Huskies look out for one another.
Huskies look out for one another.
Huskies know the right thing to do.
Huskies are stronger together.
Huskies are stronger together.
Huskies are stronger together.
This year, freshmen are required to complete training for understanding alcohol and sexual assault. Ari Owens, the Director of Public Affairs for the Student Association, is here with us now. We just saw you in that video. Ari, what does Student Association want to get across to students with this public service announcement?
Yeah, so the biggest thing about the PSA and just about the It's On Us campaign in general is really just awareness. And it's on us to really step up and say something and to spread awareness and to know that sexual assault does happen on our campus and we need to do something about it and not just let it happen. We need to be aware that it happens and take steps to prevent it.
So Ari, tell us more about the campaign.
Yeah, so like I was saying, it's really very much so about awareness. And earlier when I was saying how can we prevent it, not how can the victim prevent it, because it's never the victim's fault, but what we can do as a campus to educate ourselves and educate each other. For example, like knowing the definition of consent. And so yeah, it's on us. It's on us to say something. It's on us to educate ourselves and each other. It's on us to really just not be okay that this is happening. And also sexual assault is a crime that is vastly underreported, so it's on us to, realize that the statistics aren't completely accurate and it's happening more than what papers say.
Okay, so what made you want to be a part of this?
So I'm just really passionate about student advocacy. I just really like to speak up for people who may not be able to speak up for themselves, or maybe they don't have the courage to just yet. And in the Student Association, our administration this year is super just passionate about advocacy. That's one of our main goals. So getting involved with It's On Us is definitely something important, and so yeah, something to advocate for sure.
How can NIU students become a part of the campaign?
The biggest thing NIU students can do to be a part of the campaign is go to the It's On Us demonstration day that we're having next Tuesday. We'll have a big canvas and banners that students can sign to take the pledge. So just take a picture of yourself signing the pledge, go with your student organization, make it, like a group event, because again, that awareness. So if you take a picture and post it, that it may seem little, but it's really a big deal. So I just encourage students to go to the Essays demonstration day and also to support the other event going on.
Okay, well, Ari, thank you for being here with us today. Again, the rally is planned for this coming Monday at the MLK Commons, so thank you.
Thank you. New information on the Fox Lake police officer who staged his suicide.
And Chicago is told to fix some of its problems before the Barack Obama Center opens. These are today's State Lines.
The Lake County State Attorney is contacting defense attorneys whose clients were involved in any cases involving Fox Lake Police Lieutenant Charles Glenowicz. Glenowicz staged his own suicide to look like a murder. Now, investigators are looking into whether any cases he took to court had problems.
The Obama Foundation is telling Chicago business and civic leaders that the city needs to clean up its reputation if it wants to attract visitors to the Barack Obama Library, which is projected to open in 5 years. The foundation says the city can't invite the world to the South Side without demonstrating it can fix problems like crime.
University of Illinois students getting MAP grants could wind up paying for part of them next semester. An email has been sent to more than 6,000 students saying the college will cover $13 million in grants for the spring semester. But students might have to repay the money if the state doesn't come through.
A big takeover in the food retailing business. Cincinnati-based Kroger Company announced plans Wednesday to buy Roundy's for about $800 million. Roundy's is the parent company of 34 Mariano's stores in the Chicago area. And those are today's state lines.
The Syrian army captures a major position in its fight with ISIS.
And President Obama's immigration plan loses another battle. Here's what's happening in today's World Watch.
The Syrian army has retaken a key military airport that has been under siege from ISIS for 2 years. The government began a major offense almost a month ago to retake the airport in the Aleppo province. A Syrian army spokesman says the operation was successful. The army says it's also reclaimed some strategically important areas near the airport.
The president's controversial executive actions on immigration have been blocked, for now. A federal appeals court upheld a lower court's ruling to block the executive orders. Texas and 25 other states say the programs are an overreach of the executive power. The Obama administration says it will appeal to the Supreme Court.
For the 4th time, Republican presidential candidates went toe-to-toe with each other, this time at a theater in Milwaukee. But this debate looked different than the others. Only 8 candidates showed up to debate the issues. The economy, taxes, and immigration dominated the evening.
A Texas grand jury has indicted over 100 people that were arrested in a massive biker brawl back in May. 9 bikers were killed and more than 20 injured in the shootout at the Twin Peaks Sports Bar in Waco. The jury accused the suspects of engaging in murder and aggravated assault. And that's today's World Watch.
Welcome to NTC Sports. I'm Kyle Jacobs. Maybe you're not ready for the cold yet, but get ready for some action on the ice when the Jets took on the Wild. Let's look at the game. We'll start in the first when Dustin Bufflin fires a shot, and Brian Little here, 1 second. There he is, redirects it into the goal. One more time, a little slower in case you didn't see it. Knocks it on his stick and slides under. Now we're going to go to second period. Christian Folin shoots it down to Thomas Vanek, who has a breakaway here, and he goes top shelf to put the Wild up by 1. I have another breakaway, this time for Eric Halla, who wrists it in here for the shorthanded goal. Now the Wild, 1 second here, Wild get it from the face-off, and Jared Spurgeon sends it out, and Christian Porter with an unbelievable redirect through his leg for the goal. Wild win it 5-1. Enough of the ice. Let's go warm up on the court where the Thunder took on the Wizards. First quarter, Wizards down by 5 when John Wall snatches the ball away and finishes the break with a slam. Into the second now, we're going to go Thunder's up by 11. After 2 quick passes, Serge Ibaka drains the 3 from the corner. Moving to the third as the Wizards turn the ball over here to Russell Westbrook, takes the break in stride and slams it down. But he doesn't seem to look too happy with himself. He kind of looks angry. I don't know why I'd be happy. The fourth quarter, Thunder up by 26 when Dion Waiters knocks down this 3 from the wing. The Thunders win it 125-101. The Thunder had that game locked up, but things were a little tighter for the Jazz and the Cavaliers. Let's jump right into the fourth when things were starting to get heated. Jazz were up by 2, and LeBron James makes the steal here, takes it in, and gets in this situation with Rodney Hood, but still lays it in. Cavaliers are up by 1 now, and James again gets the rebound right there off the hoop, grabs it, and pushes his way all up the floor when he finds Richard Jefferson, who gets the reverse layup. Now, Jazz's Derek Favor right here backs himself into the lane, and it seems fate's on his side because the ball puts itself into the hoop. But we're going to go back to James, who's on the run, who feeds it to Tristan Thompson, gets the layup, and the foul. Cavaliers eventually take the win, 118 to 114. All right, enough warming up. Let's get back on the ice in that Jets-Wilds game for our play of the day. We're going to go to the second period. Michael Granlund passes to Thomas Vanek with a beautiful bit of finesse and deception through the defender's legs. Let's watch this one more time as he just skates right around him like he wasn't even there. That move makes our play of the day. NIU is in Buffalo to take on the Bulls tonight at 7. It should be a good game. Make sure to catch the whole thing on ESPN2. That's all I have for sports. Ryan Mack will be here the same time Monday to catch you up after the weekend.
Coming up, the bubble is about to pop on a pop art landmark in Seattle. We'll explain. This is NTC News Tonight.
Here at the GED Pep Talk Center, we have pep talkers standing by to get you motivated for your GED diploma. Text the name Terry to 69222 for a sympathetic pep talk.
You show people what you really are.
Or for a gentle pep talk, text the name Deborah.
You know you're going to make people very proud of you.
And if that's not enough, text the name Danny for an extreme pep talk.
Prove everyone wrong. Show them you're the boss.
Get your GED pep talk and find free GED classes. Text the name of the person you want a pep talk from to 69222.
Earlier we mentioned that the anti-sexual assault rally is going to happen on Monday. I want to correct that and let you know that it'll be happening this Tuesday. We apologize for that mistake. One wall in Seattle has bitten off more than it can chew.
The famous chewing gum wall in Pike Place Market is getting its first thorough cleaning. Contractors are melting the estimated 1 million wads of chewing gum off the wall with powerful steam cleaners. The cleaning began yesterday and it's expected to take 3 days. Crews will weigh the gum as they remove it. They estimate there's about 2,200 pounds of gum on the walls.
That's more than 40,000 pounds of gum.
Sounds like a few hundred years worth of chewing. NTC News Tonight is a student-produced and directed newscast. We want to thank you all for being with us. We'll be back at the same time on Monday.
Goodbye, everyone.